Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on... And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls. And we've got just enough time for a pregame report. Let's go over to the sidelines, where Allie LaForce is standing by.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the best shooting big men the game has ever seen. But he says, everyone knows me for shooting, but you can't be one-dimensional. For this team to grow, I have to grow as well. I've got to get better as a leader and help my teammates play better as well.
Yeah, they're making strides, Allie, no question. Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Grant. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's so important to get off early to a good start, B.A. You really want to build some momentum early. In some ways, it can really set the tone for the rest of the season.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. And for Minnesota, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Milton in at the point. And the Spurs start out with the ball. Now Jones. Out to the wing. Vassell outside. Pass to Sohan. Shot clock at 5. McDermott for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
They swept the season series, which is very much in line with how these teams finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point, but you can't rely on that and start taking plays off. You could get surprised.
Here's Wembanyama. McDaniels covering. Pass to Jones. Vassell outside. Takes a 3. McDaniels with the rebound. First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside Edwards. Off target with the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Wembanyama. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Pass to Sohan. Outside Jones. They set the pick. Fires from the line. Nice jump shot.
Glad to get that out of the way. Now maybe these teams will settle down that they finally got a bucket on the board.
And here's Milton. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Here's Edwards. Up and in on the layup.
Taking the contact in the NBA, such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
McDermott outside. Pass to Jones. Oh, from deep.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Milton passes to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Defense is right there. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come from him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
Shooting for San Antonio, Trey Jones at the line for 1.
And Spurs coach Greg Popovich last season moving into first all-time for coaching wins, Greg.
That's right, B.A. I mean, all those wins coming with one organization, the Spurs. Now, when he hangs up his whistle, he'll be in the conversation for the greatest coach in NBA history.
McDaniels against McDermott. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Milton. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Pass to Wembanyama. Jones with the ball. Over Milton. Jones, his shot is good. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Picked his pocket. McDermott with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. Gobert against McDermott. And here's Jones. Pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. That won't fall. Can't drop his first one. It's McDaniels on the wing. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. San Antonio leading. Jones with the ball. Pass to Wembanyama. On the wing, Jones. Spurs need to get one up here. McDermott from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Edwards against Vassell. Pass to Milton. Here's Towns. Double team on Towns. Gobert passes to Edwards. Over Jones. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
McDaniels inside. He's guarded by Vassell. Now here's Gobert. He had 16 in the win against Oklahoma City.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Edwards for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Edwards got 5.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Rudy Gobert on top.
And last year, he led the league in field goal percentage, allowing the game to come naturally and taking whatever opposing teams gave to him.
So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 1. Jones, the pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to McDermott. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Wembanyama. Here's Jones. Here he goes. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see. A level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns. Sends that shot back.
Milton passes to Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. Melton, no good. San Antonio's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Outside Jones. Here's Wembanyama. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
McDaniels finds Gobert. Back to Daniels. Beyond the arc. That shot is off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
The Timberwolves trail. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for San Antonio.
Let me hear you give it up for your Timberwolves dancer.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside, Anderson. 5 on the clock. Now here's Conley. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Pass to Osman. Over Anderson. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Outside, Brown. Fades away. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Payne, pass to Vassell. Alexander Walker grabs the board.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Outside Conley. They set the pick. Back to Alexander Walker. Over Payne. Reed. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Vassell finds Payne. Back to Vassell. Payne, a screen on Brown. Here's Vassell. San Antonio again missing. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting just 38% so far in this one. Vassell against Conley. Outside, Brown. To the paint. Here's Bullock. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Payne against Conley. Here's Collins. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Reed can't hit.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Here's Osman. Collins with a screen on Anderson. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Nas Reed. The first one falls.
And we've seen the Spurs part ways with some of their best veterans. It really speaks to the talent at the top of the 2023 NBA draft. Savvy organizations like San Antonio will time their rebuilds to the years when the draft holds some of those elite prospects.
Reed passes to Conley. Left side, Brown. Clock at 6. The fadeaway. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
To the left wing. Collins finds Vassell. There's a screen. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. I mean, there are some great guys in this league. Coach Greg Popovich sticks out. Just a tremendous person. I loved competing against his teams.
Good on the second one. San Antonio leading. Outside Payne. Reed against Collins. Pass to Vassell. Crafty move, and it's good on the lay-in. Vassell's got 5 points.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Conley. It's deflected, and he stays with it. He can't get it to go. Vassell, right side. Up and over Conley. And so it's San Antonio. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
They're working themselves to the line, using great fakes and getting into the body of the shot block.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Milton in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jones against Milton. Oh, and Reed with a block. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Outside Payne. 5 to shoot. To the middle. And Wembanyama gets it to go. He has 7.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pass to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Jones, the pass to McDermott. Here's Sohan. There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Spurs lead by 10.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Towns is screen on McDermott. Pass to Towns. Fires the three. San Antonio with a rebound. McDermott's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Milton against Jones. Out left to the wing. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Personal foul.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
Towns for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Outside Jones. To the wing on the left. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
At the line for the Spurs, Wembanyama taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
On the wing, Jones. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Wembanyama, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Minnesota calls timeout. Outside Milton to the left side wing. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Towns, good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl Anthony Towns.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama, defended by Gobert. Outside Jones. Here's Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. No good on the triple. Outside Milton. Towns passes to McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. McDaniels inside. McDermott on him. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. And the jam by Gobert.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The Spurs have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Jones up top, covered by Milton. Wembanyama. The shot no good. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Now Milton. Pass to McDaniels. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Jones against Milton. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
First personal foul.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
Trey Jones at the line for one.
That's good from Jones.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
And here's Milton. Outside Edwards. From deep. And McDermott pulls it down. McDermott's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Milton against Jones. McDermott left side. Pass to Sohan. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Towns passes to Milton. Now here's Gobert. Now Towns. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
In the first quarter, they really attacked inside. Not quite as much sense, but the balanced attack seems to be working well for them.
That one misses for Towns, and Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. In the third spot, Rudy Gobert.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Milton against Jones. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Wembanyama at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Vassell, he's checked in for Jones. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Pass to Wembanyama. Payne with it. McDermott outside. Now Payne, just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Edwards pulls it in. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, B.A., because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward.
Pass to Wembanyama. Payne with it. Over to the left wing. Here's Wembanyama, defended by Gobert. It's good on the putback. 17 points in the game.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Now here's Towns. He's covered closely. Drops in the layup for 2. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Vassell finds Payne. Back to Vassell. Pass to McDermott. Here's Sohan. Vassell outside. From the arc. That one no good. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Milton. To the wing on the left. Towns down low. 12 points for him. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for McDaniels. Brown comes in for Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Milton.
One shot.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by San Antonio. And the Spurs with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Vassell. Collins with a screen on Brown. Here's Vassell. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Well, the Timberwolves shooting at about 44% so far. Anderson passes to Conley. Towns against Collins. Knocked loose. Here's Osman. Left side Payne. Pass to Collins. On the wing, Vassell. Collins with a screen on Anderson. Here's Vassell. And the 10-footer finds the target. Vassell's got 7 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Brown passes to Towns. They grab their own miss. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Vassell outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Collins with a screen on Towns. Here's Osman, covered by Towns. Here's Vassell. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Anderson passes to Brown. Now Conley. Towns finds Brown. That three's off the mark. Well, the Spurs shooting just around 39% in the second quarter. Here's Vassell. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 9.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
A minute 9 left in the second. Pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. Fade away. one doesn't drop. San Antonio goes the other way with it. To the inside. Here's Osman. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And now an 8-point San Antonio lead. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a nice 57% rate from the field in the second quarter. Conley passes to Towns. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of this one. Another shot. And the layup is good. Towns has got 19 points.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Vassell outside. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
Great to see players still working the in-between areas. There wasn't much resistance defensively.
And so it's San Antonio up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, you look at the offensive execution for this team. What are you seeing?
I think they've done a pretty good job in moving the basketball, keeping up the pace, because we've been playing in mud a little bit lately, but the pace has been pretty good.
Hopefully that pace continues in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
What I'd like to see them do is push the action a little bit. We talk about getting your points within the flow, but sometimes you got to go outside your comfort zone. Force it a little bit. Take some tough shots, draw some contact, and manufacture points.
And now we turn our attention to the Western Conference standings here in the early going.
I think for the Timberwolves, they've been pretty much the team we thought they'd be. They're kicking into high gear mode every night. I like how they don't take lesser teams for granted. Just a matter of keeping it up for the long haul.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, the well-rounded offensive arsenal allows Cat to deliver consistently on the offensive end. And boy, he is in rhythm right now.
Pass to Wembanyama. And the ball out of play. The Timberwolves will have it. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. San Antonio in second.
And what really stands out to me about this team is how they share the rock. They don't want good shots, they want great shots. And collectively as a team, that's what they seek out.
Milton passes to Towns. Towns double teamed. Towns a screen on Vassell. Pass to Milton. Over Jones. Again, the Timberwolves score. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. San Antonio leading. And stolen by Edwards. Banked it in off the glass. Edwards got 9 points.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign. but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Towns passes to Gobert. On the wing, Milton, defended by Jones. And the shot's good. Milton's got 4 points this quarter. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Reed's checked in for Gobert. Six on the shot clock. Pass to McDermott. This one for three. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 6.
Well, McDermott's known for that catch-and-shoot game. The rise and fire on the catch. Pretty.
Towns with the ball. Inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
The Spurs have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. San Antonio calls timeout.
After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys.
Here's Jones. He's got 10. They set a pick. Ooh, good work defensively by Milton. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And he drops the first.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Second free throw, no good. McDermott with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Pass to Sohan. Jones against Towns. Here's Sohan. 6 to shoot. McDermott from outside. And get the rebound. Wembanyama. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
I mean, he's coming off a terrific performance in the last game, and he's still feeling it tonight.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, these past 2 games, his energy level has been sensational. Whether it's a putback like that or other hustle plays, he's been everywhere.
Pass to Wembanyama. That one drops for him. Give him 23. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Out to the right wing. Here's Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, making sure you get the shot opportunity through contact. Karl Anthony Towns goes to the free throw line.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, they have consistently gotten to the line. Clearly a point of emphasis from the coaches. Now, they haven't strayed away from it too much.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
He misses the free throw. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Out to the right wing. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's San Antonio now. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And after a first half where he didn't turn it over once, that has sure changed here in the second.
Jones against Milton. Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards. Towns on a screen. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Jones against Milton. Here's Wembanyama. And he converts the layup. And the Spurs lead by 4.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Milton passes to Towns. And McDermott pulls it down. McDermott's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Wembanyama. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Pass to Towns. Three-pointer. On target from range. Towns has got 26.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Milton against Jones. On the take. Here's Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. That's 29 for him.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Milton finds Towns. Towns double team. Back to Milton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson comes in for Towns. And Conley subbed in for Milton. Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jones with the ball. 10 points for him. Shot left block. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Conley against Jones. Here's Edwards. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Edwards has got 14 points.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
Now here's Jones. Jones with a screen on Edwards. Here's Collins. Counted and the foul. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
The Spurs making a switch here. Free throw is good from Collins. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Conley. Collins against Reed. Back to Conley. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Hey, this guy is competitive. He's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Payne, pass to Jones. Back to Payne. The three is up. No good that time. Conley with some nice D.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Anderson. Down low. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Jones finds Payne. Back to Jones. Now here's Collins. Reed defending. Here's Payne. Rebound Minnesota. Reed's got 5 rebounds in the game. Timberwolves shooting around 53%, a nice number. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
San Antonio trailing here. Now Payne. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Bullock. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues.
Boy, talk to any former teammate and coach, past or present. Anybody who's played or worked with Reggie Bullock has nothing but positive things to say.
The 3, Conley sinks the tray. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, you've got to be able to contest. This is a career 37% three-point shooter. You better get out there on Mike Conley.
Collins with a screen on Anderson. Osman, no good. And with Bullock, he's a player that genuinely puts his team first, Doris.
One of those guys, BA, that does not care if he's starting, if you put him off the bench. Bullock is going to play with energy defensively. He's going to knock down three-point shots. And he's going to space the floor for the star player.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Conley. The 3. No good there. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Jones against Brown. Tries the spin move. Jones, his shot is good.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Minnesota has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Now Conley. And here's Reed. He's got 9. And Collins with the big block. And he gets it back.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
San Antonio's going just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Pass to Osman. This for the tie. Nails it from 3. Osman's got 7.
Kick to the outside, heads up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Reed sets a screen. Anderson passes to Reed. Stolen by Payne. Here's Osman. Anderson covers. Out left to the wing. Payne against Conley. Here's Osman. He has 7. And that misses. That would have put him up. Anderson with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Anderson passes to Conley. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Osman out to the wing, and here's Payne outside. Connects from downtown. Now it's a 3-point San Antonio lead.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Oh, and Reed with a block. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Fader on the way. San Antonio with a rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Bullock. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shoots from 12, and he gets the jumper to drop. And the Spurs lead by 5. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Spurs out in front. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. In it forward, Edwards and McDaniels. Shake Milton out there with Mike Conley. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Collins finds Jones. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Mike Conley.
Shooting for San Antonio, Trey Jones. 2 shots.
That's good from Jones. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Jones hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Vassell against Edwards. Towns for 3. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Collins outside. Back to Vassell. No one near him. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Towns on a screen. Milton passes to Towns. And a miss there on the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Vassell. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
He doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he sees everything, including that opening.
Milton passes to Towns. 13 feet out. And the basket is good. Towns has got 28 points for the game.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Back to Jones. And he drives in. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Milton. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Trey Jones. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Jones hits them both. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth.